outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Miami Hurricanes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe already putting her to work with some injury news. Holly?
Coach Dillingham told me pregame they have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of play. So they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Back to you.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. And he's going to bring it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. In a series that's been defined by close games, the last meeting was not that as the Canes blew them away.
They jumped out all over the Noles early in that game. They kind of established that rhythm and swagger. And David, you know, when this team gets the swag and they start feeling themselves, it's ball game. It's over.
When they get it going and the talent they always have upper-end talent on their teams. It's just, can they meet that talent? Can they exceed it sometimes, occasionally? They were up for Florida State a year ago. Let's see if Florida State can return the favor.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The run inside. It's Compton. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Hauls it in. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. convert that third down on the slant, now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, and you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, that you watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down, you throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running line.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Yeah, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Left side, it's Wingo. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Compton. Nowhere to go.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
11th play of this opening drive coming up, but this one, a 3rd and long. They'll try it over the left side. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
The Seminoles offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes the guy that is a surgeon in this attack. He could not miss last time out. Completed better than 80% of his passes, more than 200 yards, leading his squad to a W.
Well, this guy's been sensational individually, and when he plays well, he gives his team a chance to win. We know that. Now, obviously, they've got 2 losses. You can't afford another one if you want to reach the college football playoff, David. I think people around him need to step up, and that's going to be, I think, critical in this game.
It's critical the rest of the season. Like you said, the mulligans are gone. You've had a couple of bad performances, but I think they've learned, too, what they do well. And he had a good week last week. Build on it. No more room for error. Everyone step up. Like you said, the run game get better. Receivers make plays, and then see where this season goes.
Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Tells to run, wants to pass. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Long way to go on 2nd down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Out of the gun, the running back has it. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. This is a design run. Good, strong tackle.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Finds his man open. All the way. Touchdown Seminoles.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The run to the left. On the move at the 30. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Canes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Gonna run it. It's Compton. Got enough for the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
That's why this guy's a good, strong safety. You've got to be able to affect the running game. You've got to be able to play in the box close to the line of scrimmage and make tackles. That time, good stop on the fullback.
Knocked down immediately. Third and 7. Looking to pass. It's Henderson. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. The Hurricanes looking to convert on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that.
Slips one guy, now he's loose. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly. Nice
play by the defense to jar that one loose. These two have storied traditions in the history of the sport, but in the not-too-distant past, Miami actually considered giving up football, and Florida State was an afterthought. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Working on the right. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. And it slips just inside that right upright. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They want to run it left here. There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Quick completion on the out. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a crease to the left. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Using his legs, it's Compton.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Moving the pocket, it's Henderson. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They believe they can run right here. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to the ground game on the left. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Canes will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
The quick game. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. Makes the grab. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. And the Seminoles have their offense in high gear. Going to the running game. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Swapped immediately. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
One of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't.
It's a seam wide open. The 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Miami.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch him, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And he fires a bullet to the tight end. He gets a paw on it, but he couldn't get it in. He couldn't bring it in. What happens with tips and overthrows? Defenses usually take advantage. They do here, and they get the big INT.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here, too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
To the ground. He's got it again. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Out wide left, it's Wingo. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the red zone, looking for a space. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He'll try the left side. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hurricane! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more snap coming before halftime. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Under pressure. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports desk. We begin with San Diego State taking on the number 6 team, the Boise State Broncos.
And the Canes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Guys, Florida State's head coach told me at the half, he talked to his team about turnovers. Ball security was really an issue in the first quarter. Even though his quarterback has performed well, ball security. The other thing they talked about was getting the running game going. That will put less pressure on the quarterback. He will have a little more composure to make those decisions if their run game comes alive right now. I'll let you know if they can get that ground game going here to start the third quarter.
Holly, thank you.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Grab behind the line. It's Middleton. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll ride the hot hand. Defense all over him. The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. They're all over it. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Hits inside, it's Rodgers. He's past the 30. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well give it to him again. Driven back.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Turning it on! The 40! At the 20! And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Caves! That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and 19 on the season.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Florida State sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Seminoles have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw one first. Finds his target. Nothing but green grass down the middle. To the house. Touchdown, Knowles.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They'll run it to the right side. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Hits the hole. It's Compton. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Running to the left. Across the 45. At the 40, there he goes. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Miami. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. They don't need a bunch on second down. Right back to the well. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. Running inside, it's Middleton. Still running at the 40. Could be an alley. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Middleton. Oh, the sweet feet. Lots of running room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida State.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Looking for a man, it's Henderson. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They tried to fool him with the run on 3rd down, and they're looking at 4th and plenty of work to do. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Hand off from the shotgun. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Runs through a man, and he might have space. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Just feeds the running back. Touchdown, Florida State! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They give it to him again. Got the first down. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Canes will snap it on first and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's second and 6. Using his legs, it's Compton. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. He's now over 2 bills from scrimmage, and those kind of numbers will put some life in your wallet.
And some life into this Miami fan base that's hungry. They want winners, man. They want to find guys and superstars that they can rally behind, and this guy's having that kind of day.
Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. With the run on first and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. They believe in their running game on third and goal here. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
This is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
So Miami signals for a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
The Noles, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Handed to the back. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
And the RPO got him. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
2nd and long here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got his man across the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick give. It's Middleton. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. A first down run on the doorstep. All over him immediately. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now they're going to throw it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. Finds his man down the middle. And the defense makes the stand. Never got close to the goal line, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, a Aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
There he goes! And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. The Hurricanes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. FSU calling its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Florida State calls its third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And that's not a surprise to anybody, including the defense, that they turn and they give it to their running back, who they've been giving it to all game long. Up front, the offensive line, they deserve a ton of credit. Blocked and paved the way. This rushing attack has been lethal, and I'm not surprised that's how they end this football.
And that's the kind of guy, too, David, you want at the end of the game, because he wants the ball into his hands to ice this thing. He's looking over the sidelines before that play call, and he's like, give it to me, let me finish this thing, and win this game for us, and that's exactly what happened. Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. They'll try the left side. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. A rivalry defined by wide rights, wide lefts, mascot arrest went right down the middle, and a well-earned victory for the Miami Hurricanes. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.